Mhm. Coach Deanne, are you on already? If so, just like shake your hand vigorously at the screen. All right, thank you. We'll start here in just a minute. We're going to let our last few stragglers jump on. Whoa, oops. And we'll get everybody in a moment.
All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Ashley Johnson. I work here at the Aquatic Center. I'm one of the supervisors. I do a lot of the program management along with Nicholas. Is your screen back on? Oh, you can wave. Nicholas helps me out. He's going to help me out this year. So we're going to run the program together. I've also got your head coach on here somewhere, and he's in Florida right now. So he's joining us from nicer weather. Kind of jealous about that. Let me kind of tell you how we're gonna what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna talk about the junior high swim team program that starts a week from today, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait to get started. There's just a lot of information about this program, so we figured this would be the best way to do it without bringing everybody in this year. If you have a question along the way, please go ahead and put it into the chat down at the bottom of the screen. So that way we can go through and answer it when we're all done talking. And that's how we'll do it, is we'll try to answer it as we go once we finish. So yeah, a lot of your questions will be answered along the way, but feel free to answer or put in any questions you have in that chat. We want to make sure everybody is ready to go and ready to be here on Monday next week. Before we get started, I want to go ahead and let you go ahead and say hi to John. We didn't really get to talk beforehand, but John, if you just want to kind of tell them who you are and a little bit about you, just a short minute or two. And then we'll go through your assistant coaches as well. So assistant coaches, start thinking in your head what you want to say about yourself. Just introduce yourself and let us just know why you want to coach, why you're going to coach. So we'll start with John, if Nick can play the unmute game the whole way through. So, John, go ahead and
I'm unmuted
for us.
My name is John Diem, and I'm, I guess, the head coach
John,
of the
we
Spartans.
can't hear you, but you are unmuted.
Let me see.
You're good now. You're good now.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, yeah, my name is John DeYoung. I'm the head coach of the Spartans. I've been the assistant coach the last 3 years, and now I'm the head coach. I swam competitively from when I was 10 till 17, and really enjoyed swimming. And now I've come back for the 4th year to help with the Spartans because the kids are wonderful, the program is great, and I really love to see the kids having fun and improving.
All right, thank you so much, John. I'm gonna let you talk for a couple minutes after we get done with all the questions and answers and all the information. So if you have something else you want to tell your team, that way you will have just a few minutes after I get done to talk to them. We're gonna head over and introduce your assistant coaches. These are the coaches you're gonna be seeing, along with John, you're gonna be seeing all year. So we've got Maddie that's going to coach for you, and I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm super excited to work with you guys this season. I coached last year and I loved being able to help the swimmers and to help everyone improve their times and just have a good time. So I'm excited to coach you guys.
All right, Macy, we're going to switch over to you now. Okay, Macy?
All right, hi, I'm Macy Lamb, and I really would like to coach because I like to see the development and help the kids reach their goals and have fun with swim team. I swam on the high school swim team for 3 years, and my favorite stroke is the breaststroke, so that's a little bit about me.
All right, Deanne, we're going to go ahead and swap to you now.
Hi, I am Deanne Jones, and I swim in high school. This is my first year coaching, and I'm just really excited to get to know everybody and join the team.
All right, Sydney, we're going to hop over to you.
Okay. I'm Sydney. This is my 4th year coaching Spartans. I'm super excited to be back. I love seeing the improvement of kids and helping them go and drop times and see like the little tweaks that they do and helping them along their path of improvement.
So now we're going to hop over to Zoe.
Zoe, we can't hear you.
All right, Zoe, we're going to have to catch you when your microphone actually works. Yeah, it's here. Okay, so we're going to hop over to Jenny.
Okay, my picture's not working. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm Jenny. I have 2 kids that have done Spartans for 3 years. I coached last year, and it was a lot of fun watching the kids improve and just have a fun time swimming and learning their basic skills.
All right, so that. Sorry, he muted me. So that was, thank you, coaches. Sorry, Zoe, about the audio, but you'll get to know Zoe once she gets here. She coached last year, and we're super excited to have her back. I am super excited to have you guys back, have this coaching team this year. I think it's going to be a fantastic coaching crew, and I am super excited for each and every one of you to get to know these coaches, because I'm super excited about it. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go through all the program information for the junior high swim team. You should have been emailed this when you signed up for the program. Basically, we're just going to go through all of that. A little bit more into detail on a little bit of it, but it gives you time to ask questions, make sure you get some clarifications, and just make sure you understand everything that's going on. So again, at any time, if you have any questions, please just put them in that chat box. And then I will resend out the parent information. If you don't have it, I will resend it out probably tomorrow. So that way you guys can go over it again. And if you have more questions, you can always email me back, or you can just give us a call and ask. So, oh, you need to let me share. So Nick, did I introduce you, Nick? I did introduce you on this one. So, so Nick put together this nice PowerPoint presentation for us, and we're going to go through that. And that way it gives you something fun to look at other than my face. So the junior high Spartans swim team program, I am extremely excited. Your guys' practices will be on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. So just so you know, it starts 1 week from today at 7 p.m. So super excited. Outside of that normal practice, or those normal 2 days a week practices, you will have one on December 19th at 1 o'clock p.m. So just make sure you write that down. It's a time to come in and dive. We have the deep end open for you guys on that day. So that way we can go through the progression of learning how to dive. Also make sure you put down on your calendar that team pictures will be on Wednesday, January 20th at 6 p.m. Just make sure you put that down on your calendar. We don't want anybody to miss any pictures. Okay. Swim meet was sent out earlier, and a calendar was sent out earlier. Is that one good?
Yeah.
So you should have those. You should have been getting emails from me or Nick. Nick sent one out this afternoon, and I've sent one out previous. And you should have also got a text message for today. That is primarily how we communicate, is through the emails and through the text messaging. Now the text messages, you can't text me back on that because that's an unmonitored account. But the emails, you can definitely send one back to us there. If you did not get either one of those, if you could let us know, you can email Nick. He's going to put his email into the chat. You can email him your information, and we'll make sure that we get you on there. Some of you have asked that we did 2 phone numbers and 2 emails. If that is the case, make sure that both of those emails or both of those phone numbers got what you needed to get. But if you got them, then we're good. So what we're going to talk today is we're going to talk about our program goals for this program. This is my favorite program here at the pool. I think it's a fun program. It's an exciting program. I think it's exciting to watch the kids start out and progress all the way through to till the end of the season. I think it's a measurable improvement that you can see, especially when we start doing swim meets. I've seen kids come in here shy to this program and then once they get done, they can run through the student council. It's helped boost their confidence that much. So again, I absolutely love this program. The goal of this program is to make sure that we're teaching your kids, teaching you swimmers how to swim and doing it right. We're going to teach you, we're going to work a lot of freestyle and backstroke. We're going to make sure that's working really good for you. We're also going to work on your breaststroke and your butterfly. We're going to go through everything with that. We're going to teach you how to dive from the blocks. We're going to teach you how to do backstroke starts. We're going to teach you how to do flip turns. And we're going to teach you how to talk swim. So that way, when one kid comes up to you, you know, and say, hey, I'm swimming the IM. And you're like, I don't know what that is. Well, you know what it is. We're going to teach you how to use those pace clocks and how to do all of that stuff that comes with swimming. Okay, but we have to do it safely this year. This year is a little bit tougher year. It's going to be an interesting year with all the stuff that's going on. I'm just excited that we're going to be able to run the program. So we'll do whatever it takes to make it so we can run the program. When you come to the pool, we ask that you come with ready to get in the water, basically with your suits on. Please make it so that way it just eliminates a little bit of congestion in the locker rooms, and it makes it so not as many people are in those changing stalls. I'm not saying that you have to come with your suit on. I'm just saying it's nicer if you can. So make sure you come with your suit on, ready to go, with your swim cap, girls. If you have hair, well, if you have longer hair, I suggest that you wear a swim cap to practices. Boys, if your hair is short, it doesn't get in your face, it doesn't get in your face. That's your choice. It's a preference on whether or not you wear the swim cap. You need to bring you need to bring your goggles. This program does require goggles. And you also need to bring your mask. And that's not like a snorkel mask, it's like a face mask. So make sure that you bring it in. We do require masks to be worn in the facility. They have to be worn all the way out to the pool area, and it's taken off right before you jump into the pool. We have some shelves that you can put them on. We have some hangers you can put them on. So just make sure you bring those. This year we were able to get you all masks. So we're pretty excited. Nicholas is gonna dig one out. We got him in today, so we're super excited about them. He's digging one out so I can show them to you guys. But you'll all get a mask on Monday. You'll get them after you leave practice, so make sure you bring in a different mask on Monday. But this is oh, they can't see me. We'll have to show them. It's in reverse. It's in reverse. Well, I'll show you when we're not in slideshow mode. But yeah, so please wear your masks. Please don't make us ask to put your masks on. After so many times of asking you, then we're gonna either say, wear your mask or don't come to practice. So we don't want it to be an issue. We want to make sure that it's good from the first day on, because I understand it's hard. The mask thing is a hard thing to do, and we get it. So it's what we're doing to keep the pool open. So we appreciate you wearing your masks. You will enter through the front door and you will exit through the side door. There's a door out on the pool deck that you'll exit through. Also, no spectators will be allowed during practices. I can't, the restrictions doesn't allow me to put in any more spectators. So parents, this is gonna be a drop and go program. Drop your kids off, make sure they come into the building, and then be here when they are ready to be picked up. And please make sure you're on time. It's cold out there. So please make sure that you're on time picking them up, because we don't really have a lot of waiting room for them to stay. Also, guys, please don't come to practice if you are sick. We're gonna send you away if we notice that you're sick and you're here. Please don't do that. We are trying to minimize our spread here. And also don't come if somebody in your household is being tested for COVID. I'm sure we will have some makeup days that are gonna come in and a little bit different this year, but we're going to take those as they come. So please, let's try to minimize the spread so we don't cancel out of practice or swim meet, because that's something we don't want to do. So just try to be smart, stay home if you're sick. Okay, we'll allow you to make up that later on. If that is the case, you just need to let us know. And especially if you're going to get quarantined, you've got to let us know if that's going to happen. So that way we can put it on there and we can make other arrangements for you to get your team practices in. All right, again, when you come in, you need a swimsuit, goggles, swim cap, probably bring a towel in when you come in. We are gonna give you the swim caps. There's a nice picture of what they look like on there. We're gonna give those to you. Now, again, girls, it doesn't matter how much you braid your hair or how much you pony your hair. If you've got long hair, it's gonna come out while you're swimming. So please to practice. And again, boys, it's a preferential thing. I strongly suggest that you save these caps that you're getting for the swim meets, because you have to wear this specific cap, or you have to wear a team cap at the swim meets. You are welcome to wear a previous year's cap to the swim meets. You just can't wear a different cap. It has to be a team cap. So we strongly suggest getting another cap for practice. We've got a whole bunch of latex and silicone caps that you guys can get here. I do have some extras of these. So if you want these, you can pick up another one. So that way you have two of them, that's fine. Sometimes they do break. wear and tear, putting them on, that they do sometimes end up breaking. Okay. The shirts, when you come in on Monday after practice, you're going to get a packet. It's going to have your shirt in there. It's going to have your swim cap in there. It's going to have parent information. It's going to have sweatshirt information in there, which I'll talk about in a minute. It's also going to have your membership card that I'll talk about in a minute. You'll get all that on the first day. So don't leave without that, but we'll give it to you as you're leaving, so that way we don't have big groups of people when they're coming in. Okay. Again, most of the information is going to be sent through email and text messages. If you didn't get those, please let us know. We do not tolerate any type of bullying or harassment. Please make sure you don't do that. And then it's a great person. Yeah, we'll keep going here. Just so you know, you have to swim and compete for the team that you registered for. You're all registered for the Spartans swim team. So that is the team that you're gonna swim for at the swim meets. There is you are allowed to do makeup practices. So if you miss a practice, you are allowed to swim with another team. The big kicker of this is you have to swim with the Spartan team 10 times in order to qualify for the very last championship swim meet. That is the only qualification that we have, other than they have to swim a previous event. So it's a big deal that you come in at least 10 times with this Spartan team on Monday and Wednesday at 7:00 p.m. You are allowed to go, like I said, you are allowed to go practice with other teams, but you got to do 10 times with this team. Okay. And that's how we track that is we go through, you guys will get a card when you come in on Monday, when you leave on Monday, and you'll use that to scan in. And that's how we keep track of how many practices you've given to. So make sure you scan in every single time you come to practice. Okay. They do have to swim for 45 minutes. You have to actively be participating for 45 minutes. That is also if somebody gets injured or hurt and they cannot be in the water. If we know that they're going to be better by the time that we get around to doing swim meets, if they want to come in, we can give them a dry land workout so that way they can work out for 45 minutes. Those will count as team practices. Again, just let us know. Just talk to us and let us know. Okay. Please don't make me disqualify anybody from practices or swim meets, but we do disqualify again for swearing, bullying, horseplay, fighting, stealing, or not following the current health regulations, which means not wearing your mask. So please, 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 we usually don't have any problems with this. So please don't make us do that. I just like to lay it all out there at the beginning so that way we don't have to worry about it once the program starts. All right. These are our sweatshirts for this year. These are not mandatory. You do not have to do them, but we provide them as an extra option just because swimming is a fantastic sport to have a hoodie for. It's cold outside, you're wet, it's nice to be able to put it up and over. So the orders are actually due next week. They'll be due on December 3rd. They're $35. You can order them online. You can order them in person. I know that there's no spectators allowed, but if you want to come in, do a transaction, sign them up for some stroke clinics, do a sweatshirt. If you have a question, if you need to talk to the coach, you're more than welcome to come in and chat with us. And then, but you can get the sweatshirts. The reason that there's such a fast order is so that way we can get them back by Christmas. When you order them, it actually asks you, are these for Christmas? If they are, then we'll just tell the parents when they come in. Okay. And they won't be back until when it's just a few days before Christmas is when they get back. So they're lots of fun. Nick did a great job designing them. So yeah. All right, swim meets. I know that swim meets are a ways away. We don't start until about the second week of January, but I'm going to go over a little bit of information with you now. All the swim meets that we have will be held here at the Aquatic Center. They're all dual meets, so which means there's 2 teams here at once. Each team gets 4 of those dual meets and then the 1 championship meet, so you get a total of 5 total meets. Again, there's no required amount of practices to participate in those dual meets. However, everybody who wants to go to the championship meet has to have a swim time in the event that they want to go in. So in order to get those, they have to come to those dual meets. Those dual meets, guys, are lots of fun. Don't be scared by a swim meet. It's not really that scary. It's actually super fun and super exciting. If you're nervous about it, you know what, just talk to John, talk to Maddie, talk to any of your coaches. They will take care of you and tell you, and seriously, you can even come to the first one and just watch. They are really fun. They're exciting. You get to swim 4 events and they're fun. So if you have any questions on that, just let us know. You do have to, parents, you're going to have to go online and create an account through Team Unify for our Surfer Swim Team program. It's the program that we use to register kids for swimming. It is not the same that you register. It's not the same account that you guys have to register for programs. This one's specifically just for swim meets. There was instructions on the sheet that was emailed to you on how to create that account. If you have questions on that, just let us know. We'll be happy to go over that with you and help you through that process. But we ask that everybody does it. And if you don't, Nicholas will definitely be making sure that you do, and your coaches will be making sure that you get it all taken care of, because that's how you do everything. You can find your heat sheets. We'll send out the information. The heat sheets are like the program. They'll be emailed out to you. They'll be put online. You can pick up some for $1. Because of the restrictions, as of right now, because of the restrictions, there will be no observers at these swim meets. We are going to work on trying to set up a live stream for them. It's not fantastic. It's not like watching the Olympics where the cameras are on strings and follow them down the lanes. It's a steady camera that stays in the same place. It's hard. At least you'll be able to see them swim. So we are setting that up, but for those that want to come and watch, you can come and watch as a volunteer. So I need volunteers to help run the swim meet. We need timers, we need runners. We also need meet officials. If you've ever been a meet official, they're kind of fun. You get to DQ everybody if you want. I mean, if they do things wrong, that is. But it's what you do is you stand on the side and you watch and make sure they're swimming the strokes correctly. I do have trainings for those officials, and they'll be in January. They'll be online as well. Anybody can be an official. It's a great way to get in here and come and watch. And we'll probably do a sign up for the swim meets for timers and stuff like that as well. So if you're interested in volunteering, if you're interested in being an official, then Nicholas's email again was in the chat. We'll also send out an email about it later on. So just so you know that, and it's also on the screen. So yes. All right. For swim meet rules, I'll go over some of them for you. You get to swim up to 4 events. You may not swim all 4 events. It just depends on what's going on that week, who's there. Then your coaches may be switching you around. Of course, your girls got to go in girls and boys got to go in guys events. And in order to go off the blocks, you've got to be dive block certified. So dive block certified means that you know how to properly use the diving blocks. Those diving blocks are a little bit intimidating for some, especially if you're a new swimmer, if you've never gone off of them before. We like to go through a progression. If you're having a hard time, we do have some extra dive clinics that take place throughout before the first meet. So if you're having a hard time, if you're struggling with diving, make sure you get signed up for one of those. And we'll be happy to help you and get you so you are comfortable going off of the diving block. Okay. The championship swim meet. This swim meet is seriously my favorite event of the entire year for all of the programs that we run here at the Aquatic Center. It used to be that we brought in all 5 teams and just let them swim. And it was exciting to have 250 kids here and watch them. And this place was so loud and just so much excitement. This year, it will obviously be different. I can't put 250 kids here. So it will be a little bit different. We're not sure how we're going to run that yet, but we're going to run it. Just make sure that your kids are swimming the events that they need to swim throughout the season in order to make sure they're qualified for that championship meet. Again, they have to swim 10 times with Spartans to be in this championship meet. Okay. Okay. Over Christmas break, before we go into DQs, over Christmas break, there is no practices. So there's 2 weeks, the week of Christmas and the week after Christmas, there is no practice. And instead, what we'll do is we'll have stroke clinics. And those stroke clinics they're a separate program, so they do cost a little bit extra, but it's a great time to come in if you're struggling with a stroke or need some extra help on a stroke, to come in and work on that. The practices are an hour and a half, and it's open up to everybody. So just look for those. They're just really nice to be able to sit down and break those strokes apart, so that way you guys can work on whatever you need to work on. Okay, now that I totally threw myself out of order, we'll talk about DQs. There's a huge list of disqualifications in your parent information that I sent out. This is just a couple of them. We do disqualify. The reason that we do that is this program is a stepping stone to the high school program. Our DQs are not as strict as high schools, but it's getting them so they're being prepared to go into high schools. So just so you know, make sure they know, but our coaches, right, coaches, you're going to be teaching legal strokes and everything from the minute that they touch the water. So hopefully that will go over really well. If you ever have a question about disqualifications or anything, just let us know. Records, we do a fun thing. We keep track of all the records that this program earns. Excuse me. Team records can only be made for the school team the swimmer is currently attending. So this team is a fun team because this team has no school. So because this is a mixed team, this team captures everybody. It's intended to set up for anybody that is on the outlining areas of Idaho Falls. So this is for Rigby, Shelley, Firth, Rexburg, all of those areas. If you currently attend a school in District 91 or 93 and you are on this team, which is just fine, you just won't be able to make records for this team. You can make league records, just not records for this team. And it's just because it's not considered your home team. Okay, if you have questions about that, you can let us know. You can also only earn the records through individual events, which means you can't earn records through relays. There is relay records, you just can't earn a 50 free record in a 200 free medley relay. I hope that makes sense since you haven't learned your swimming terminology yet. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. Other than that, that is pretty much everything that I have down. You want to answer chat questions? Okay, Nicholas is going to take over. Oh, Nicholas is going to take over answering questions for us. And if you have questions, we'll answer the chat ones first. And then if you don't know how to put it in the chat, you can kind of wave your arms around and we can try to catch you. That's a little bit harder. I do want to show you the masks that came in. They look like this. Oh, that's not a good picture. They look like this. They're kind of fun. We're kind of excited about them. They kind of match your caps. I guess you already showed them the caps. So we're all super excited. So I will mute myself and let Nicholas answer some questions. And then if you have more, we'll go over more of those.
All right, I apologize. I was trying to, okay, sorry. I was trying to answer questions along the way, but somehow it defaulted to only everyone in the waiting room. So I apologize, you guys didn't get any of my answers, but John was doing pretty good at staying up with your questions. To go back, if you have somebody missing a practice, unless it's going to be consistently, or unless you're close to that 10, you don't need to let your coaches know. I know they appreciate it when you let them know, but there's no prerequisite or requirement to do that. Like Ashley mentioned, we will have makeup practices. Exactly how those will run are still yet to be determined. We're trying to adjust things due to current health regulations, but there will be opportunities to make up practices. So don't worry about missing too much, as long as you're not going to miss too many to reach that 10. Everyone has 20 practices, so there should be plenty of time. For the 12-19 dive practice, you don't need to make special arrangements. It is already arranged for you guys, and you're already registered for it. There are additional dive practices and dive clinics that I put in a great spot, and Ashley skipped right over. So, but just a reminder, those dive clinics are free to you guys, so please use them. Your coaches may guide you towards them and can help you sign up for them if you have any questions. As far as stroke camps, we do have some running the week of December 21st through January 2nd. You can sign up for those. Those do require registration and cost a small fee. Let's see. As far as the open swimming during practice, are we closing on?
No.
Okay, then there will be open swimming during it because of the way that current health regulations are. You're going to hear that a lot. We have a waiting list that you can go online and register in advance for that time. If you plan on swimming while your junior high swimmer is here, you will need to register in advance. You can register for multiple days, so you should be able to register for quite a while out through the program, at least as far as it's out. We do ask, though, that you only register for an hour at a time, just so we can give others that opportunity. We only allow 10 people in the pool at a time that are not junior high swimmers. The 19th is not a required practice. If they were dive certified last year, that's something that you may not need to come to. We do encourage it because getting everyone back into that practice is key, but there are other opportunities to learn dive if there's something else coming up. I think we covered spectators in the meet. If you have questions, feel free to throw it back in the chat. I think that's it. Let's do. By assessments on the first night, do you mean which lanes they'll be going into? Okay, they will be doing that the first day, and we are making arrangements where our lanes that first night will not be open to the public so that we can have as many lanes in the pool as possible to make those assessments safe without all those kids swimming in the same spot. So we are working on that right now. If you plan on coming to swim while your child's swimming, that first night will not be available. We will find a way to get Ella in her lane. You should be just fine. It's a pretty quick assessment to do. So it shouldn't be a problem at all. We'll get her in her lane. If you have any other questions, go ahead and just kind of wave your hands frantically and we'll try to catch you and we can unmute you. Zoe, you want to see if you work, don't you? Let's see if Zoe works. You're clear at the bottom. All right, try it, Zoe. Let's see.
Can you hear me?
I don't know.
Can anyone hear me? You can hear me? Okay, can I do my introduction then? Cool. Hi, I'm Zoe. This is gonna be my second year on Spartans. I'm definitely a big swimmer and love swimming, and I'm excited to put my swimming skills and teach all of you guys. So, thank you.
Thank you, Zoe. Anybody else have any questions? Awesome. We're gonna go ahead and turn time over to your head coach, John. I gotta tell you, I'm excited for the Spartans this year. I coached the Spartans last year and I have a special spot in my heart for this team. So John will do good with you guys. Let's see, where are you, John? There you are.
All right, well, I'm excited for this year. Spartans, I've loved coaching them because we're, as I said earlier, a hodgepodge of all the schools, all the kids. I would come to the high school meets and it's like, I'd be rooting for all of these kids and all these different teams because I've coached so many different kids every year. And our goal is to have fun and to have the kids improve. And that's what matters most about this program, is having fun, making the kids love swimming and help them to do the best. And we want you guys to really enjoy this and have a great time. And if there's anything that you guys are seeing that you want help with, or you need changes, or you have anything that you think would be great for the team, please let me know. Be more than willing to work with anybody in any way we can. And we're just going to have a lot of fun, guys. And I'm really excited for this year. And yeah, we're looking forward to Monday to meet everybody. And for those who are returning, there's about 15 of them. We're going to have a blast just like we did last year. So we're looking forward to it. We have a great team of head coach or coaches. Most of them are back from last year, and they all were awesome, and we had so much fun. And yeah, this is going to be an awesome, awesome time. So look forward to meeting everybody.
All right. In case you missed it, I just threw my email back in the chat. Total swimmers on the team, we do have 50 swimmers on the team. So we have a full team, and we're excited about that. But if you need my email, it is in the chat box. Oh, sorry. My video's not playing. Now you can see me. We are excited for this season. We know that it'll be a lot of fun. If you have any more questions, feel free to email me or Ashley and ask them. We would love parents to volunteer. We're going to need to start putting lists together of those volunteers. All right, this should be a good season. Everybody have a great night. Thank you.
See you from Florida.